Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RuckU Ramble. Sorry we missed last week, as obviously it was Easter, and well, we only use electricity for cooking over Easter, part of my religious belief, as you can tell. Anyway, just a bit of news. You see, Brian O'Driscoll, there's a Brian O'Driscoll prize on the site. If some of you missed it, go to the competitions club, because you can win a Brian O'Driscoll signed Lions shirt. Pretty good, especially if he's Lions captain. As you know, wink wink. A little bit of a look at the news. See, Richie McCaw is back playing for the Crusaders against the Sharks in what will be the big game this weekend, Super 14. He said he wants to hit Durban running. My advice, mate, is to take a plane. I don't know what accent that was, by the way, but so I wonder if Crusaders will cause an upset against the Sharks. I don't think so. Be a good game. They're looking forward to that one. Wilkinson, Johnny looks set to be going to Toulon. I think when you look at the details, I mean, there's Toulon. He's been promised a house with a pool, view of the sea, or Newcastle. Like, I mean, well, you can have a pint like a Newkie Brownlee. Johnny, stay here, man. What do you want to go there for? Like, there's a pool. That's a pool. So, you know, I mean, what is the kid gonna do? Pool, sun, nights out with Jerry Collins, pulling heads off chickens, that sort of thing. You know, he's gonna go, isn't he? Because he's a wild, wacky kind of bloke. A lot of talk about the Lions coming up, and I dug out. I've been doing a lot of research this week. Jerry Guscott's Lions 15. And it makes interesting reading. The backs, especially Lee Byrne at fullback, possibly. Tommy Bowe, Brian O'Driscoll, Gavin Henson, Shane Williams, Johnny Wilkinson at 10. Still yet to play a game, but Jerry are on the pods. And Mike Phillips, Jamie Hislop, David Wallace, Tom Croft, Paul O'Connell, Simon Shaw, Ewan Murray, Ross Ford and Gethin Jenkins, and he wouldn't have had a bloody clue about the front row, let's be honest, or the second row, or the back row, or the back three. So Jerry, yeah, that's, I'm not sure he's got that 100% right. Interesting team, though. Looked at a few other bits as well. Noticed, and Cloth Cap Man will like these. The Wakefield Wildcats, they're announcing new stadium plans, which I think means they're just going to get a fucking stadium. But it made me think, Wakefield Wildcats. Why Wildcats? So there'll be research into breeds of cats, because I think there's a better name for Wakefield Wildcats. You could have the Wakefield Australian Mists, the Wakefield Long Hairs, short hairs, wire hairs, semi-long hair. You could have the Wakefield Laperms, the Wakefield Munchkins, the Wakefield Pixie Bobs, the Wakefield Chocolate Cats, the Wakefield fucking Bald Cats, Slapheads. Yeah, I think that's far more Wakefield, isn't it? Wildcats. No, the Wakefield Bald Cats, fucking Slaphead Cats, because we're dead hard rugby league players. Sorry about that, but it amused me. Andy Robinson has said that the Scotland coaching job is attractive. Why? In what shape or form is the Scotland coaching job attractive? The tracksuit? The office? What is it? Fuck's sake, Andy. It is not attractive in any shape or form, is it? Can you imagine Scotland having an Englishman as a coach? No. Can't see that one. He's had too many bangs to the head. Talking of bangs to the head, EDF final this weekend. Gloucester against Cardiff. Cardiff form team, but I'm going for their. I can't read and I can't write, but that don't really matter, because I come from the West Country and I can drive a tractor team to win. I am, because I think they're going to cause a wee bit of an upset. Not that they can spell it. I do. Somerville's back, and I think Cardiff will have their minds elsewhere. Heineken Cup still going for them and other bits and pieces, and I think there's an element of desperation in the Gloucester ranks, or you do, or you think they've got to win it because there's no other silverware coming their way, and I think that might give them an edge, just a little bit of an edge to win that game this weekend. So my betting would be Gloucester Mutes to beat the Cardiff Inbreds. Last bit I was looking at Francois Pienaar, Yarman, talking about Mr. Hyde, talking about the film The Human Factor. Francois, he loves to talk about Nelson Mandela, right? There's a true story about Frankie. We were doing a lunch of this before the 2003 World Cup, and there was Francois Pienaar, Sean Fitzpatrick, Michael Liner and myself. 3 great players, and myself. And doing a bit of a Q&A, and someone asked them about the 95 final. And Sean gave his reply, very humble, and Frankie goes, I'll tell you, man. He said it was a great occasion, because I was there. And the great occasion, 2 great teams, 2 great captains. I'm slightly better than Sean, but 2 great captains, eh? And he said, great stadium, the scene was set out. It was an incredible World Cup. And he said, but I'll tell you, it was a wee bit unfair. In fact, it was unfair, because we had Nelson Mandela. He said, I came back from tossing the coin. And I'll call out my name even when I tossed the coin. Francois. I know that's something else. Anyway, he said, I came back, and he said 15 minutes to go, and he said Nelson Mandela is not changing. And he said that is unfair. 2 great sides, very equal, but we had Nelson Mandela. He said, and it's really, there was no way the All Blacks were going to win after that. And I said, we're sitting there, and I listened to this story, and I said, to be fair though, Frankie, that's his name. I said, I thought Nelson faded in the second half. Francois did not find that funny. Not at all. Which made it even better. But so anyway, so Frankie will be immortalised in a film. Tremendous. Ooh, a little buzz there. But anyway, so as I say, Brian O'Driscoll shirt, get in there. There's a few more. Willie John McBride, he's going to sign a shirt during the Lions tour. Gareth Edwards. There's a list as long as my arm, no longer, of some great people who are willing to sign bits and pieces when you're on the site. So get on there, enjoy, see you next week.